Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are tuning in to the Originators Monday. I am your host, the Six Man K Styles. And to my stage left, as you already know, this is the Senator Palpatine himself, Mad Mike Sports. And like I
Oh,
said, and I go by the Silver Fox. So we're gonna do this thing today. Um, 2/3 of the originators. Don is out hanging out, partying like it's the 99 2000s. So let's go ahead and crank this thing up. We appreciate everybody tuning in. But Mike, you already know how we do it. We got three special words for the people. What do we have? We got that real.
that real dope. Oh no. That ain't
uh,
that real shit. No. That
yeah,
ain't it either.
that,
Uh,
that real love, baby.
that real love, baby. Nah,
Uh, uh,
no, that can't be it. I think it's the real roll call. Yo, yo.
all right, Bruce Lee. Bruce Leroy. All right. So if y'all see my face close to the screen, I don't know where the hell my glasses is, so I'm gonna be about as blind as a bat. So forgive me if y'all gotta see me up close and personal like a mug shot. So let me go ahead and put some of that real roll call music on. All right, nigga, got that down. All right. Cut it down a little bit. So we appreciate everybody tuning in, but let's kick this roll call off the right way. And today's roll call, we got Sherman Wood, Pat Norris, engine number 9, Lee 85, Georgia Texas boy, Mucho Grundy, Terry Lloyd. We got the Leo in the building. Shout out ATL Leo, Andrew G, Michael Walker. We got Auntie Pam in the building. And we got my people Sonya, she's in the building. Y'all definitely make sure y'all show some love for everybody that's in this chat right now. Let's see, we're gonna try to wait till we get a couple more people in here, so y'all gonna enjoy the musical stylings of the originators. God damn, boy. I'll tell you one thing, boy. I hate this time of I like I said, I love this time of the year, but I hate it at the same time.
It sounds like he's struggling
Oh boy.
with them allergies and stuff. What is it?
Man, it ain't even allergies, boy. It's like shh. You know how that thing goes. Once
Oh,
that weather change kind of kick.
okay. Yeah, you have what I typically get. You get a lot of sinus infections and something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's had to deal. Yeah, I get the same thing too.
Whew. I'm like, boy,
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
exactly. All right, let's go ahead and DJ. Hold on, DJ, kill it. Yes, I have been clear. I have been cleared to do the show tonight, y'all. Just let you know I've been cleared to do the show tonight. All right. So, hey, before we get into the main topic of the night, Mike, you want to go ahead and let them know on some of this news that's been going around the NFL or dealing with the Atlanta Falcons, my brother. The flow is yours.
I mean, obviously, the biggest news of it all is Grady Jarrett out for the season, a torn ACL, which is extremely unlikely, especially for that position, because a lot of times you're not using, um, that particular type of movement to be able to to tear an ACL. So it had to been one of those moments where just call at the wrong angle at the wrong time. So he's out for the season. The Falcons had to go out and make a depth move, which they brought in Kentavious Street, a guy that definitely goes about, about 280, somewhere 280, 290, kind of a bookend, kind of like a Zach Harrison size without, obviously the height, but he's a pretty big dude himself. The Falcons love the type of defensive end, the edge guys with size, so they can kind of physically dominate the opponent. So I know a lot of people are kind of upset, but what the Falcons have at the moment, especially with the cap, they have about $67 million for the cap is concerned. So if they were going to make a move, I know a lot of people are thinking about um, what the hell his name is? Oh, all right, Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat. So know a
Mhm.
lot of people thinking about him, but it's like look, it's not the end. We don't know what the Falcons could quite possibly get into, but yeah, I think this is a good depth piece, and I think most importantly, it's a guy that can come in, play immediately in this system because he played with the Saints under Ryan Nielsen. So this is a good move, man. Like I said, I think a lot of people are in a place where they're never going to be happy. Like, look, we this is the, and I wish I would have uploaded that clip from Pat McAfee, and he's quickly becoming one of my favorite guys because he stated in an interview with um, Adam Schefter, and Adam Schefter, he works for ESPN, and he pretty much stated that the Falcons are telling everybody they're going to stick with Desmond Ritter, and you know um, Pat McAfee pretty much stated that the Falcons, they're going to be old school. They want to be old school because today and age, like if it's not 1 or 2 years, fans are going to bitch. They're going to complain. They're going to moan about everything, and they're going to be unhappy. And like that's just where the Falcons right now. Um, Adam Schefter, he almost kind of, like I said, I wish I would have recorded it. I wish I recorded, but I didn't have it ready for the show. But Adam Schefter kind of sounded like he was irritated because I don't know why he's irritated because he's not even a Falcon, but he pretty much stated, well, the Falcons are just going to stick with Desmond Ritter and they're going to shoot him Desmond Ritter. They're going to stick with Desmond Ritter. It's like, why are y'all so worried about what the Falcons are doing? The only person that really, that I see with common sense with this particular thing is Pat McAfee. Everybody else, aside from guys like um, you know, a few guys in radio. Just everybody just wants everything to be quick, fast, and hurry. And I think, for the most part, Pat McAfee, he understands that it's old school. The Falcons are going back to old school, developing players. But it comes down to whether or not they're going to keep that. So, like I said, appreciate that, King Kill. It's actually on YouTube, so you can see it for yourself. I probably yeah, I'll share that to the community tab so you guys can check it for yourself. But
Mhm.
yeah, Adam Schefter looked like he was really irritated by the fact that the Falcons, Arthur Smith kept saying, we're going to be patient. 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 It's like, I thought that's how you develop guys. And the funny thing, K Styles, and I know we don't say this a billion times, is that we've seen this time and time again where quarterbacks, the best quarterbacks, most of these guys have waited 2 to 3 plus years. These guys went through these struggles. We talk about Troy Aikman. We talk about, um, I mean, you can't even really say Tom Brady because Tom Brady really didn't come out the gate. Like even he came out there making mistakes. Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers waited 3 years. So the thing is, I think the Falcons, just stick to your horses, bro. Stick to your
Mhm.
horses.
Okay. But yeah, kind of going off of what you're saying about that too is um like I said, I'm not gonna do too much bashing on that. I'm trying to I'm going into the mindset of what the average Falcon fan goes through. It's more so of and this is why I'm thinking like the patience really isn't there for a lot of people, is because let's be honest, like you said, everybody wants to see this team succeed. A lot of people kind of had more expectations for this team this season than they've really had in a very long time because of those additions through the draft and the defensive additions. Um, and like you said, they're feeling like they're kind of falling below expectation right now. Like you said, Grady Jarrett going down, that's kind of a big blow of confidence to a lot of fans because Grady Jarrett is the model player for the Atlanta Falcons. He's the one that everybody loved. That's Jesse Tuggle Jr. right there. Like I said, he is the Atlanta Falcons, and it hurts to see him go down. So that's where you kind of seeing like that panic button coming down and woody woo here. Like I said, they're not gonna have. Like I said, they're like really where Desmond Ritter's issue, like what a lot of people are having with him, is not that he can't throw the ball because he's shown he can throw the ball. It is let's just say it's the turnovers because it's the turnovers at the inopportune times. Could you say that, Mike? Kind of like at the inopportune times, and this is not just on Desmond Ritter, but like I said, he's going to get the most focus of it because of the fact that he is the quarterback, and the quarterback to a lot of people is the only position that matters. You could kind of agree to that, am I correct?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I understand that. I, like I said, I totally understand that. Um,
Right.
and I like look, and see, this is where there is a disconnect as far as everybody who listens to us. Everybody continues like to say or to think that we're saying Desmond Ritter is that guy. The thing is, we don't know. We don't know. However, what we do know is that he's not as bad as what we think.
Right.
Not as bad as we think. We're going through a rough period. You know what I'm saying, ladies?
Yeah.
I know you got. I know you know this more than anything. Y'all go through a whole period where, those first three couple of months
Uh,
they rough, and go through another period, and then the last few months of that pregnancy, guess what? Yeah, y'all screaming like, get this fucking child up out of me. All right, you got good, you got it good, you got it bad, and then you got it ugly. Right now, the Falcons are going through an ugly period.
it,
Nobody wants to see the ugly period. All right, the ugly period was 2001, 2000, 2001 with Matt Ryan. Offense was absolutely atrocious. Okay,
it's
no talent
2001.
whatsoever.
You said 2001. You mean
2021,
okay?
2021,
Okay.
2021.
There you
It was
go.
just absolutely atrocious. Nobody cared. Like nobody cared to see that. That was absolutely atrocious. It was ugly. The only thing you had was Matt Ryan and Grady Jarrett on that team. That was it. And then you go through, a bad period. You go through
Right.
a bad period. All right. Bad period last year, 22. Obviously you had um Kyle Pitts go down with the, torn MCL that he had to get, so those guys didn't get the reps that we needed for those guys to have together, but
Okay.
kind of plays into what's going on right now. And
Mhm.
then here, 23, here we go. It's I want to say there's light at the end of the tunnel, but we're not clearly out of the tunnel. We
Right.
can see the light. And
Okay.
that's why a lot of people are so frustrated. We can see the light, and we just can't wait to get at the end. And I think that's where a lot of Falcons fans are. We see the light, we see we got players, we see that we are improving, and some people don't want to wait to that bear at the end of that tunnel, move the fuck out of the way so we can run up out of that bitch. No, they want to look. They want to run, kill the bear, get it out the way real quick, instead of just being patient, wait for that bear to move out. All right, that's what Falcons fans are. They want to kill it, get it out the way, instead of just watching it slowly walk away. Being patient and walk and slowly let him get out the way. That's where Falcons fans at. All right, and like I said, I get it, but not all the time do you have to kill the bear. Sometimes the bear will take itself out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when you kind of look at it how this going out and playing right now, it's reminiscent of the 2018 team. Now, when you think about that, and Mike, you've kind of alluded to it as well. Like, hey, I don't mind me. I'm sitting here, I'm struggling like hell going through this shit right now. Jesus Christ! But remember 2017, 2018, we just got out of the playoffs. And remember, that was because Falcons was one of the only few teams at that time, one of the only few Super Bowl losers to actually make the playoffs the very next year. We one of the only few teams that did it. And
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you might want to read some of these comments too, because I'm tired of squinting and the
Can't
shit
get
is hurting.
that motherfucker can't see shit.
I can't
I'm a,
see a damn thing. But yeah, but like you said, and this is reminiscent of that because, like you said, the expectation is high. You're adding key pieces here and there. The difference with this time is you're added key pieces in the right positions,
mm-hmm.
but then at the same time, you've added pieces to accentuate what you really didn't need to accentuate.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you made these moves now. And you think about 2018, they you thinking, okay, 2019 it didn't come through, 2020,
Mm-hmm.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a 4-year stretch right there.
Yeah.
4-year stretch where you thought you was at the end of the tunnel, and then you ended up getting dove into the sunken place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Got the ground, the
mm,
ground collapsed right under you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Right from under you. And I think that's the thing with a lot of Falcon fans. Is like I said, the thing is, we're not here. I'm saying this as nice as I possibly can, but we don't give a fuck about whether or not you agree with everything that
mm,
we're saying. Our job is to look at everything objectively, the good and the bad.
right,
And
right.
right now, there are good and there's bad. But most of people don't care about the good because they want to focus on the bad.
Be, well, that's because the bad is the easy. It takes less energy to focus on the bad than it is the good.
Right.
Um, I know we're kind of getting off of this right here because it's actually gonna tie. This conversation actually tying in into the main topic. But what I will
Mm-hmm.
say about Catavius Street, this is actually a Ryan Nelson guy right here. So
Mm-hmm.
he's played under Ryan Nelson. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a a say in this. And essentially, what he is, and y'all know he played for the Saints, so he's essentially a 3 tech. He is a tall he's a smaller 3 tech than Grady Jarrett. He's not as explosive, but
Mm-hmm.
you essentially having a guy to replace that spot
Yes.
that knows Ryan Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, they give up a 6th and a 7th round pick.
A six, and they gave up a 6th round pick.
Okay.
And we got a 7th round.
Okay. So they ain't too bad. They ain't too bad. So you really pretty much just swap certain picks. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But But at the end of the day,
And
hey,
and and let me say this real quick. The second thing too, like I said, this is the last time we're gonna address this is again. Like
ugh,
if you don't want us to be disrespectful, okay? Because we
mhm,
can get very disrespectful. Let's try to be just try to just understand that. If you saying shit like deep throating another guy, trust me, you're gonna get all that work over here. So we match energy for energy. So just
mhm,
try to keep it respectful and we'll keep it respectful.
mhm, mhm. That's kind of a flip floppy ish attitude, especially coming from him.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
always do it. It
yeah.
always do it. But um, let's see. Yeah, it is kind of a flip floppy ish attitude because it is a very unexpected one.
Very.
I understand. Okay, you disagree with certain term that we have, but if you're using the term deep throat,
Yeah, that's like I said, that's very
just
disrespectful. You wouldn't want somebody to say that to you. So if
mhm,
you don't want it to say it to you, and trust me, I'm probably one of the greatest freestylers in this shit.
I
And
believe.
yeah, we are very good at freestyling. Y'all
Mhm,
know that 5 seconds of fame. Okay,
mhm.
everybody know what the 5 seconds of fame is about. So again, let's try to be respectful.
5 seconds of fame.
Fame.
But all right. So all right, Mike, you got some comments you want to read?
K Style, he misplaced his glasses right now, so he's struggling.
Nah, it ain't that. And plus, this weather change is kicking my ass right now.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I about woke up literally right before the show. I don't know where they at, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Get,
Before, should
go ahead.
we? Because I got a question again. I got a question. What? I don't think have we ever actually got an answer to this question? Like, what is an excuse? Because a lot of people use that term, but like, what does that actually mean when we talk about in terms of football?
I guess I guess an excuse for people that want to use it is basically not shitting on the guy.
Okay.
That's kind of what it is. It's like I said, if you don't shit on the guy, you can have your downs, but then if you look for positives in that situation, it becomes an excuse.
Okay.
Really,
Yeah.
really, really, when y'all making excuses, they're basically telling us not we don't like y'all being positive about something, or looking for a positive in something. That's why it made me laugh. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like I said,
So,
I don't get it. I don't even know
so,
what that means in terms of
so,
football. I thought you're supposed to have strengths and weaknesses when you look at scouting reports. So that's why it makes no
uh,
sense when people say, "All right, y'all
oh,
making excuses." Aren't we supposed to look at what a guy does well and what he doesn't do well? Like I thought that was a part of scouting. I thought that was a part of the draft process. I thought
all,
that was it.
all I have to say is, if it's excuses and you don't like, you really don't have to watch. Like I said, if you're expecting just straight up, if you're trying to shame us for not shitting on everything, that's a you problem. I'm about to say you could tune the hell off, because at the end of the day, we're not switching the way we're doing our shows just because you want to see somebody go full blown on one side instead of going both sides. But don't worry about him. He ain't he adds no, he's adding nothing to this conversation right now. But let's
Hmm.
go ahead and get to the main topic of the night's show. Um, Mike, okay, I want you to know the people about this conversation you wanted to go ahead and talk about.
So the question that I have is that obviously we take every comment that you guys, whether it's on Twitter, YouTube, just social media in general. That's like the question that arises, um, as far as Arthur Smith being on the hot seat. Is that something that is an emotional reaction due to the offense in itself, the team in itself? Because on one hand, we do have the offense that is struggling this and in one half they're consistent in one half, and then that other half they're pretty much inconsistent. And that's been the theme all year offensively. Even defensively, we've seen the defense, again, as we were talking about this past game. They gave up 28 points to a rookie quarterback making his first start. So
Mhm.
is this something um, that is a valid point that he needs to be fired? He needs to be replaced, or is this an emotional reaction to the frustration of the season? And that's what I have for everybody. Again, is this a valid point in regards to Arthur Smith? Because again, there's been positives and there's been negatives as far as he is concerned. Because this is the thing I'm talking about with Desmond. He's still leading the league. He's near the top in comeback wins. He's near the top when it comes down to passing situations. You know what I'm saying? So got about 17. I think he's at 1,700 passing yards. Um, and in the first half of that game, obviously he was the leading rusher for the Atlanta Falcons, and he's making a ton of turnovers. The team is making a ton of turnovers. In particular, they giving up a tremendous amount of sacks. Um, we have a game where we don't give up, very few sacks, and then we go back to, giving up 3 to 4 sacks in halves, and then the second half we don't give any sacks. So it's the inconsistencies. Is it valid that Arthur Smith should be fired, or is it unrealistic expectations for that's leaving people to say that Arthur needs to be fired?
Thinking what the issue is coming down to with Arthur Smith right now is a lot of people are starting to question, is he getting in his own way? Let's say you can go ahead and read the comment out, whatever comment that you see, man. Like I said, I told you I can't see a goddamn thing right now. And that screen is, hold on, this screen bright as shit right now. Hold on. All right, there you go. Nah, that ain't working. Jesus.
That ain't working.
Yeah. But but where the Arthur Smith conversation is coming in now is coming down to, is the ego starting to play a factor in certain things going on in these games. Now, what I mean by that is the inconsistencies of the offense. Let's just keep it real. The inconsistencies of the offense. Is it all Desmond Ritter? Is it all Arthur Smith? Is it a combination of both? But like you said, it's I'm going to use an example. I'm going to use an example. We're going to use this past game as an example. Okay. Remember when Tennessee, when Malik Willis fumbled the football and we got the ball back with a short field? What
Right.
happened on that? What happened on that drive, Mike?
Say it again. I was reading it.
Nah, I said on that first drive
Hmm.
after the fumble, what happened on that drive?
The first drive. Uh, was that the drive where we got the three? Was it the 3 points? Did we get 3 points? I
Mm-hmm.
think we got 3 points or something like that.
Right.
But we got we did we get a turnover? Was it a turnover? We rode.
No. No, that we got the fumble recovery, but the thing
Okay,
about it was they got to the goal line
they got to the goal line and they
and
couldn't punch
and
it through. Yeah.
but because remember one of the plays was, for God's sake, it was one of the most weirdest play calls I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, the one with the tight end. I
The
don't know
the
what the hell
the,
was that was.
the, the tight end halfback pass in the red zone with a tight end you knew wasn't going to be a threat running the football,
Right.
and you threw it to a tight end that's supposed to be a blocker. And
And D. Coleman says Art is fully capable as a play caller, but in key moments, he just calls some what the fuck plays in key moments. We have
right,
too much talent to score as little as we are.
right, right,
Kind of
yeah.
goes into what you were saying.
Because to me personally, this was the play that set the tone offensively for that first half. This particular play right here. Because when you're as us as football fans, we know if you're in a goal situation and you have a team that's supposed to be committed to running the football or to have some type of physicality, you didn't display that physicality at all. You made the mindset, if even if this was your decision or Dave Ragon's decision, that we was going to try to trick it in the end zone. Now, here's my thing. The play call would not have been bad if CP was the one throwing that football. Because
Yeah,
because it makes sense for him, because he is a guy who people have fear in running that toss. But by putting your number 2 tight end back there, got your number 1 tight end blocking just for your number 3 tight end to run the route. And like
yeah,
I said, that set the tone right there. That offensively set that tone for that first half right there. And then what ends up happening, let's see what else happened in that first quarter. Like I said, you give up 5 sacks. Desmond Ritter, he like it's 2 sacks that they gave up that Ritter played a big part in, that was no excuse for. Then you had the fumble on the scramble. Those are the plays. Like I said, instead of them trying to keep the game simple, what do you say, Mike? Instead of keeping the game simple, it's almost like everybody's trying to prove a point, and we're saying that
yeah,
it doesn't need to be that way.
yeah. The Falcons have enough talent to, to physically dominate guys. That's the thing. It's like
Mhm.
sometimes when I think this is the thing, and it's just the culture of sports in its entirety, because every sport you got showboating. All right, you got Ronald Acuna who's taking baseball just under his spell. Like the dude is just super flashy, and he makes the simple things look so great. Stealing bases, hitting home runs. It's just like he's just super flashy. He got the chain. He got the diamond chain. You got Trey Young. He got his shoes. He look
You
like every
got the shiver and hitting threes from the logo and stuff.
logo. So everything is just flashy.
Mhm.
But like I said, I get it why that would be considered the norm, because if you look at the Falcons, they have none of that. They have none of that, and I think that's the frustrating part about it. And I'm saying that because a lot of times you don't need to be, flashy. Michael Jordan's game, Kobe Bryant's game, they didn't shoot a lot of threes. They didn't shoot a lot of threes. They were strictly the mid range and free throws, dominating the paint.
Mhm.
Those guys scored over, good God, a good 20, 30, 20 to 40,000 points. You know what I'm saying? Basketball.
Right.
But they didn't do that shooting a bunch of threes. So a lot of times the simple play, the mid-range jump shot, the simple hook route with a Kyle Pitts, because Kyle Pitts runs a 4-4, can turn into a 50-yard game. But we're trying to put Calvin. But it's funny I said that. But we're trying to put, Kyle Pitts in a spot where he has to catch a deep ball and show him that he's the most athletically gifted tight end of all time.
Mm-hmm.
We're
You get
doing entirely, yeah, and you're putting your team in the wrong in a bad spot. Sometimes you got to keep it simple. That's why it's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Just
mm-hmm.
call it just call it 8-yard route,
Mm-hmm.
out route. He can break with his size and his speed. All he needs to do is really,
Mm-hmm.
stiff arm a guy. He can take that 30 yards. But why? Because of his size. This is
Mm-hmm.
guys like, this is why guys like Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott didn't do anything spectacular. All he did was run guys over, run through guys. It's the most simple play you can.
All right, Mike, hit this super chat right quick.
Um, this is from Fred Butts. Arthur is letting Ritter down with his play call. And I don't look. This is something that I keep saying. It's not the play calling. We've actually talked about this a lot. The thing is not the play calling, because in success, when we've succeeded and we've had good games, he's calling the exact same plays. The problem is the rhythm. It's the rhythm of these calls. It's those what the fuck moments. Like, we ran the ball three freaking times in a row, and we got down the field, what, a good 30, 40 yards running the ball, and then we'll decide, all right, we're not going to hand the ball off to Bijan and Tyler Algier and CP anymore. We're going to throw a damn tight end screen that's going to lose 3 yards, and then you back in second and 13, second and 14. These are the things that we're talking about. So it's not so much the play calling. Arthur is having a hard time staying with the rhythm of the flow of the game. I think that's his biggest issue. It's the flow and when not to call certain things. That's where I think Arthur, he's getting in his own way, trying to be too smart. Sometimes the offensive coordinators can be too brilliant for their own good. Sometimes you just got to keep it stupid. Check the ball down. I use the Saints as a perfect example. And we know the Saints. Like, in the early, I'll say from 2007 all the way to like 2010, those guys couldn't run the ball worth a crap. But when it came to the Super Bowl, what did they do? They rode Ingram. They rode I forget the other running back.
Pierre Thomas.
Pierre Thomas. They rode those guys. They committed to the run. And when they finally found that balance with those two running backs, that's when they became one of the most dangerous offenses that we've ever seen. But they checked the ball down, they threw the ball, but they ran the ball well, which helped their offense, and then it helped their defense stay off the field and be one of the best turnover teams that we've seen in just history. So I think the issue with Arthur, he just needs to slow it down and understand rhythm of the offense, because everything that he's doing, and we're seeing this with, and offenses go through this. We're seeing it with San Francisco, right? We're seeing it with the Chiefs. The Chiefs scored 9 points. Okay, they were the highest scoring offense in the league outside of Miami. They were not one. They've been going neck and neck with 1 and 2. All right, neck and neck, 1 and 2. Chiefs and the Dolphins. So, all right, when you got teams that's struggling offensively, like, that's gonna happen. I'm not worried about the offense struggling. Every offense is gonna go through those dead periods. It's just how you get out of those dead periods. Are you gonna keep doing the same stuff over and over again? Or are you gonna run the ball to set up the pass? Because if you go back to even that Super Bowl run, and they played the Falcons, they weren't running the ball well at all. They weren't passing the ball. Excuse me. They wasn't passing the ball. They was running the ball well. And then the Falcons outside when they played the Falcons found a chink in they passing game, and they start like, all right, people starting to sit on our passing game. All right, we need to run the ball a little bit more. And that's when the Chiefs started picking things up because they started running the ball more. So a lot of times it's really just the rhythm of the play calling, not so much the play calling that gets flustered. And with a guy like a Taylor Heineke, and this is why it seems as though that he is, he picking up the spirits of the offense. Is the thing with him, he is his own rhythm because he's a veteran quarterback. You don't need when you got a veteran quarterback, he is his own rhythm. And once you have that, you already have the heads up on a lot of teams because obviously your quarterback, he been in the league for a while, and you can go, let's just say, for instance, Falcons 2nd and 13. I saw this a lot during the game. I saw a lot of this during the game where first down, they missed it. They didn't run the ball. They got stuffed on first down, and then that thing, they got a penalty or something like that, and then they end up, in 2nd and 13, second up, 2nd and 15 because of a penalty, and then you got a veteran quarterback like Taylor Heineke. What he'll do, he won't go for the deep play. He'll go for the 5-yard out. Why? Because you get you right back into manageable spaces. These are the things that a veteran quarterback will know. But when you got a young guy like Desmond Ridder, he sees 2nd and 15. He's thinking, oh, we got to make a big play. And sometimes a young quarterback doesn't understand that he doesn't always have to make the biggest play. He got to make the smartest play. And this is what a lot of people were saying, like, all right, why don't you just check the ball down and throw it out? See, this comes with experience. This is why you got to let him go through those dead periods. You got to let him, make horrible decisions. Because if we don't make them horrible decisions, how you gonna know? You know what I'm saying? How to improve. He got to go through this period. And this is the same thing with Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson missing a hell of a lot of chip blocks. He's dropping passes. He's not getting his head around. You know what I'm saying? Drew Dahlman, every time he turn around, the ball dribbling off damn like he out here trying to do them young way coup onside kicks and shit. Like this is stuff we be talking about.
And that dude dribbling more basketballs than Trey Young for the Hawks.
So I appreciate that. Fred. And we got John. What's up, John? How you doing, bro? Right now, Taylor is showing Desmond what composure looks like and playing with the offensive line you have, and that's what when you having an off. See, this is the thing with a quarterback. I told you I studied the hell out of quarterbacks. Well, when you have an offensive line that's very inconsistent with the pass protection, as a quarterback, you got to understand that you don't have 3 seconds. You don't have 3 seconds. You automatically, when your offensive line is making it, when they giving up a lot of pressure, you gotta immediately say, all right, I don't have 3 seconds. So the first thing you gotta do is eliminate the deep pass. You gotta eliminate that deep pass. And your head, even though the coach is saying, all right, yeah, we're gonna try to get Kyle Pitts on the 9 route. That 9 route ain't there. Why? You don't have 3 seconds. Right. So sometimes as a quarterback, you got to go against what the head coach is calling. You got to go against the grain. He's listening to everything his coaches are saying instead of making the right football play. And making the right football play only comes in time. Taylor Heineke was doing what the fuck he wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? That's why the offense looks so much more comfortable because he was doing whatever. This is what happens to Tom Brady. This is what happened to Matt Ryan. This is happening to all the great quarterbacks. They do what the fuck they want to do when they on every. Yeah, you call the play, but I'm running this motherfucker. All right, this is what they saying. This is what the good quarterbacks. I'm running this offense. Yeah, every once in a while we'll throw that deep shot to make sure that. But look, I'm running this. This is what Taylor Heineke did
Right.
because he knows that he's comfortable. He's been in these situations.
And then what I didn't know, I didn't find out until this morning about about when they said about the concussion protocol, and they said they actually cleared him of it. It made me think about something. It made me think about the move to make the switch. And you just kind of brought something up that I had to think about too. Is like they, that switch, even though we could say the concussion happened, but like you said, it's one of those switches where okay, I'm gonna have to humble you in a certain way and let's see if we could get a spark with the veteran, just like you said, just to show him, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is what needs to be done. This is what we're expecting of you.
Mm-hmm.
But what it's also doing is putting a bug in his ear as far as because even at the press conference, even at the after game press conference, Tyler said this is Desmond's team, but it's also going to depend on the coaches. They said they're
Mm-hmm.
going. They said they're going to determine who's going to be the starting quarterback on Wednesday. So this Wednesday about to be the most highly anticipated day of the week in a very long
Mm-hmm.
time. But in that moment, in that second half, like you said, it was a
So he was
move.
soaking. He had to soak it all
He
in.
had he had to soak it all in. He had to soak it all in, and they had to put him in a situation, be like, okay, all right, you like I said, we cannot keep doing this. So let me go ahead and put in the guy that's been in here that may be more composed at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That like you said, it really, but it pretty much was the same damn calls. It was pretty much the same thing we saw all year. The difference was the ball was getting out quicker. The
Mm-hmm.
ball was getting out quicker. But like you said, that's the difference between having a veteran quarter. That's the reason why you have a veteran
Mm-hmm.
quarterback to
Yeah.
show the ropes.
To show you what this offense is supposed to look like. And like you said, you got to
Mhm.
make those quick decisions. And that's something that they even talked about last week. So this isn't, like I said, the thing is with this, the Falcons are not going to put themselves in a position where they're going to lose. They're going to lose, my bad, but they're not going to lose the playoffs. They're gonna do everything they possibly can to stay on top of this division. All right. So Falcons are not worried about going 11 and whatever and 12 and whatever and 13 and whatever. They're no longer concerned. Their new objective is to win this division in order to get to the playoffs. So as long as we stay a little bit ahead of the Saints and the Bucks, we're fine. Right. That's it. But like I said, we already talked about reality. Reality, this team is not a Super Bowl. Not that it can't happen, but the reality of it, especially with Grady going down, we're not a Super Bowl contender. But anything can happen.
Mhm.
But what they're focused on now is winning this division. That's the sole focus.
Mhm.
Just get into the playoffs. Um, and like I said, I think another thing too that kind of what I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself, but this is this is what drafting why drafting Desmond is the smartest way to go because now with a quarterback that you only spent the third round pick on, you don't have to, you know, wait 5 years to see if he is that guy. Because most of the time, especially when you draft a quarterback in the first round, you trying to give him at least 4 to 5 years to figure out if he is that guy. And you're not giving away, especially like this the 49ers did with Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
They gave up like two, three, they gave up two first round picks, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple of second round to get him. He gave up all that draft capital. So
Mhm.
now with this coming draft or next coming draft, you still have a first round pick. If you decide to go with another quarterback next year, you're not giving up 3 damn draft picks just to trade up 2 spots. You see what I'm saying? So on top of that, you got money, for the defense, and you don't have to worry about paying that quarterback for the next 5 years. You're not worried about him paying him $50 million for the next 5 years. So now you got a defense that is steadily improving. You got a young quarterback that you don't have to pay for the next 3 to 4 years. And you can use those draft picks to continuously build towards the offense or the defense. So, like I said, I know it seems like we're making excuses for some people, but the fact of the matter, when you look at it logically and you take your emotions away from it, it's the right thing to do. But the most, the most frustrating part of this, and we'll have somebody join us real soon. But the most frustrating part about it is that you have to go through that period. It's like when you get waiting for that check. Everybody waiting for them taxes to hit. Look, them be the most excruciating 2, 3, 4 days, week in the fucking world. Look, I want my money now. You ain't trying to hear it. Look, you be looking at that damn bank account every goddamn day. That motherfucker stay the same number every day for 2 weeks straight, waiting for that motherfucker to hit. This is exactly how Falcons fans feel, and we totally understand that. So it's not a matter of, all right, we making excuses. Right now, this is the best course of action. Why? Because now we get to build the defense first. And then if Des Murder isn't that guy, if Drake London isn't the receiver that we thought he was, or Kyle Pitts wasn't the guy, or Bijan Robinson wasn't the guy, we can focus on and go back to the basics, because we've done it before with Tyler Algier. We got a good running back in the 5th round, and we can go right back to that well and say, all right, we got a defense now. We wait till our quarterback develop, bring in a new guy, and just say, all right, let's just do this. Let's focus on this right now, since that didn't work with this quarterback. It's just patience.
All right. So, LT, what to do, man?
What's that?
What's going on, man? What you got for the people? What you got for the people, man?
Lord Jesus. I'm trying to make this one stop shop. I don't plan on arguing on this no more, at least for the week. So let me get this out of the way. When it comes to the game of football, there's a lot of things that go into the game of football. You have 11 people on every phase of the game for a reason. Everybody have a job. You can't run the ball effectively if your O-line is not blocking. You can't pass the ball effectively if your O-line is not blocking. Quarterback stats can be misconstrued because you could throw a perfect pass, but your receiver is dropping the pass. So on and so forth. We have to stop just looking at the game as you win a game, you lose a game due to one person. It's a collective unit. But like I was saying, anybody just look at the 4th down play yesterday. Heineke threw the perfect pass. Van Jefferson dropped the pass.
Yeah. But I fell on the ground. They know I fell on the ground. I fell out on the damn ground. I said, I know this son of a gun didn't drop that.
Bro, it was a pitch and catch. It's in front of you, bro.
He took his eyes off the ball as soon as it came to him.
Exactly. I've been hearing people saying stuff. Listen, I understand Ritter has half turnovers. I do. The intercept. I'm gonna break down the turnovers that we saw the last 3 weeks. The interceptions in against Washington. The first one, it may have been a miscommunication on that play, which led to that pick. The second one, I will tell y'all, I can admit to y'all, you can't throw that, but it don't help you none that you literally got a delay of game penalty the previous play, and then nearly got another one when he threw the pick. Because it was literally down to 1 second on the play clock before he was clapping his hands frantically, like give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, because I ain't trying to get another delay of game penalty. And then the third one, you just can't have that happen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you watch the playback, you clearly see the linebacker really was holding Bijan hip, but you still can't throw that pass the way he did it. So that led to the last pick. Let's look at the fumbles against Tampa. The first fumble, y'all can say that's on Ritter, but if anybody that has all 22 from NFL Game Pass and all that, Ritter was loading up to throw the ball to Drake London. London had a step, but due to Caleb McGarry and Bodron getting beat, it led to Ritter getting sacked and the ball come out. Great defensive play for Tampa. The second interception, I told y'all, I said that on the videos I made and whatnot. If you have a trouble with the exchange between the center and quarterback, center will always get the blame.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Why, LT? Why? Tell them why.
Because it's your job to make sure the ball is snapped to the quarterback. It's your job to make a clean snap. This is coming from a guy that plays center. If we had a mishandled snap, I got my ass chewed out. Quarterback never got his ass chewed out. So you got to have that happen. The third fumble, I can tell you that was Ritter's fault. Even though I could give Antoine Whitfield credit because that's what you call a hustle play, but Ritter can't do that. You can't lollygag your into the end zone thinking they just going to play. You can't do that.
No.
You cannot do that. Like I said, I can sit here and say, oh, man, Antoine Whitfield made a great defensive play. Hindsight, he did because he hustled, but that's still on Ritter because he didn't hustle. He was just la, got me another touchdown. And the ball got punched out. Can't do that. Yesterday's fumble. Let's be real here. Did y'all not see that pocket collapse? He was trying to climb the pocket and was still looking downfield for a receiver. And I don't know if y'all play quarterback or play football, but a football is one of the most unorthodox things to be playing with. Holding it, carrying it, all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. When he fumbled the ball, we had two linemen there to actually recover it.
Yeah, to recover it. But
they both missed it because the way the ball bounced. Like football is very unorthodox, bro.
and to your point, the thing is, like even at quarterback, because I played quarterback myself, the thing you have to find that right grip, and depending on the weather, depending on like even your fingers that day. Sometimes, like as a quarterback, and if you was a pitcher too, which I was a pitcher, sometimes you might have calluses that develops on your hand, so it might throw off your comfort on how you want to deliver the ball. So you have things like that that's is ailing you. It's like it changes how you throw the ball. It changes your comfort on delivering the ball. These are the things we talk about with injuries, and it only comes with experience how you're going to adapt. All right, if this finger is, like I said, a callus, I have to learn how to put on the damn glove, play with the damn glove. We seen that with Matt Ryan. We seen that with Ben Roethlisberger. A lot of these guys play with gloves because they develop calluses on their fingers with quarterbacks. So it's these small things that you made. Even we saw it with Drake London, him playing with these long sleeves. Guess what? He took that shit off. Why? LT.
Because he fumbled the ball twice last year. He wore. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If y'all paid attention, he wore those sleeves all season. We played New Orleans. He caught that fourth down pass from the ball. He was like, okay, that's a learning lesson. He put them same sleeves on back against the Ravens last year. And the same scenario happened. Fourth down, reading
Mm-hmm.
him, he fumbled the ball. When he came back on the field after that, he ain't wore them sleeves since.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
boy.
it's these subtle nuances. My bad, Kel.
I was
It
about to
is
say
subtle nuances on it.
I about to say he snatched them sleeves off like the Hulk.
And then,
Yeah.
it's like, listen, the sleeves came off and he went Super Saiyan.
But that these are the things that, and like I said, our thing is at AFN is not to quote unquote make excuses, is to get everybody to see it different ways. All right,
Like
you're
I
not
said,
always right.
you see me critique when it was time to critique, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not bashing. Yes, I told y'all I gave breakdowns of each fumble, and I even critiqued the ones that the mistake or in order of turnovers, and I critiqued the ones that was made.
As
You
a
can't
quarterback, you
have them,
can't. As a quarterback,
but
you
I'm
can't throw lollipops in the end zone. That's
exactly
a
you.
fuck
That's a
no.
no. That's a no.
No, no,
But at the
no.
same, but with the one that happened yesterday, folks like you can get hit, but you can't fumble the football, bro. Have y'all been
Mm-hmm.
hit by a 140-pound dude before? Cause I have.
Shit, we all have.
Y'all know.
Oh
Listen,
wow!
y'all know. Y'all.
Listen, let me. I have to interrupt y'all with this. This is some numbers. My homegirl Sandra. All right, she actually sent this. All right, this is from Dove Claiming. There's a list of NFL leaders in interceptions. Name you wouldn't expect. All right, this is how bad. And this is something that we talked about as far as quarterbacks. We've been saying this for 3 years that the NFL is about to go through a dead period in quarterbacks because they're not teaching the basics. And guess who's in the top five? All right, I'm about to name off the top five quarterbacks in interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Mac Jones, Jordan Love, Sam Howell. All those guys are leading the NFL with interceptions. Desmond is not near the top. See,
Hold up,
this is
hold up,
what.
hold up, hold up, hold up. Because you said three of the names was Jalen Hurts,
Yeah, I
Josh
reckon where you
Allen,
going.
and Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah,
Don't all three of them got over $300 million contract?
yeah. So
Oh, okay.
they making mistakes too. So a lot of the times, it's like what we perceive to be just unacceptable. This is why we say you got to look at the entire league and look at what's going on around the league to kind of get a gauge on what is, good and what's bad. Because around the league, it's just like nobody would think Patrick Mahomes is struggling. Why? Because he's Patrick Mahomes, he's getting paid $500 million. But these guys are leading the league in turnovers, but we ready to throw our guy and our head coach away. Well, why are they not talking about Andy Reid? Yeah, he won us a Super Bowl. But do we really care if he won us a Super Bowl, if he continues, if his team continues to lead the league in turnovers? This is what Kansas City is doing. They leading the league in turnovers. Right around the corner is the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Both of these guys are getting combined over $700 million.
Can we?
And they ain't
Let
near
me
the
put
top.
let me put something else in perspective with that. Like we're talking about a Chiefs team that literally scored 9 points against a Denver Broncos defense that gave up 70.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like the Dolphins had Denver biting the sheets that game.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, boy.
Not Lane of the plug style.
But I'm trying,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I'm talking about they were biting the sheets. They were biting the sheets that game. But the dude that the folks love put up 9 points against that shit.
Jude, because the Eagles are winning games and the turnovers are overlooked. When you win a game, nobody cares about the turnovers. But when you're
Right,
losing games, this is
right.
when how the turnovers get highlighted.
The sad part about it is, even when we turn the ball over, we won games. For our fan base, we still bitching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's
Well,
be fucking for real. Like I
Just making
said,
sure.
I understand critiquing, but we only critique one person. Like I
Mhm.
said, nobody talks. Do anybody bring up Richie Grant getting smoked on double moves for L in a day?
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody. We need to trade or we need to cut Richie Grant. We need to bench him. We're
Do
not
anybody
talking
talk
about
about motherfucking Caleb McGarry? I mean, let's be real here, bro. Like for the most part of the season, the whole old line had moments where they just been a turnstile. That include our $100 million left on right guard and Chris Lindstrom.
for
He's looked
everybody.
bad.
Let me say this for everybody who did not understand what I just read. There was interceptions, okay, not turnovers. I said Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts are leading the league in turnovers. All right, total
hey,
turnovers. That list was interceptions.
So is and then another thing, the thought process of quote unquote having Heineke be your starter. Have y'all gotten desperate? Because y'all do realize Heineke been playing in the league since 15.
LT,
And no,
what round? See, this is somebody said this on Twitter. I don't. I forgive me who it, but I apologize for interrupting. But anybody know what round Taylor Heineke was drafted in?
hell, I don't.
I do.
I,
I know around he got
I know
drafted
you
in.
know LT. I
oh,
know
what was it? Was it the streets?
it was the streets. He graduated from
straight off
oh,
old national.
mhm. But we're destroying Ritter because saying that he's only a third round pick. Okay, this man, what we're saying that all right, we're right now clamoring for Taylor Heineke to be the starter when he's an undrafted, but we're literally saying there's no hope for Desmond Ritter.
But what's worse about it? That just again puts it in perspective. Heineke been playing in the NFL since 2015. Okay, nobody heard of this dude until what 2020 when he did the playoff game against the
The Bucks and
Bucks.
Bucks and damn near beat them, and they
Yeah,
damn near won.
but so okay then. So if by NFL terms, he been playing 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 6 NFL season that man been in the league, and then you finally heard Taylor Heineke name.
LT, get this comment for me. All right, get this comment for me because I don't see. I'm kind of confused because on one hand you belittle him for not being those guys, and then on the same up when you try to compare those guys, saying you can't do that. So he says, I notice y'all keep trying to compare Ritter to some of the best quarterbacks in the league. Those
Well,
quarterbacks have playoff wins and
well,
Super Bowl.
well. Let me
Go
let
ahead,
me let no.
go
Hold on. I'm gonna
ahead.
say it like this.
Well,
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 let me
go ahead, Kev. Go ahead, Kev.
let me set you up for that. The reason why they use those as comparison because those quarterbacks didn't start off the hottest anyway, even as first round and second round picks. But at the same time, the problem is you can't say we can't use them as comparison and then you turn around and use them as comparison at the same time. This is the same issue we had on Nothing But the Truth with Mark a couple weeks ago. He said the same thing. And then when you ask the question about expectations for the next quarterback going to be the same about Desmond Ritter, turned around and used the same damn quarterbacks as comparison. Because remember,
Basically, y'all do what I've been saying for years. Y'all make y'all point and carry y'all point in the same fucking sentence.
because you have to remember, Jalen Hurts was damn near about to get traded after year two. Josh
Bruh.
Allen, damn near about to get traded after year two. Patrick Mahomes sat a whole year. You got Justin Herbert out here
let's be real.
Hey, Rocco. All right, just tell me what you expect from. See, this is the stuff. I don't give a fuck about what y'all wishes are. If you can't come with a logical reasoning behind and a reason why and what you're seeing out of Taylor Heineke, don't tell me I don't know, but anything could be better. That's not a logic. Look, that's not logical in any world. In no world, not even the real world, you can't go to your job and say, "Hey, maybe I can make y'all $1 billion." Who the fuck? I don't look. They gonna look at you like, nigga, what? Like, what the fuck do you?
If you don't get your punk ass back on that damn forklift,
right? What are we talking about? You can't go to your boss and say, "Hey, man, I think Mike may be able to give you $1 million." He gonna look at you so like, okay.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do that at work tomorrow. I'm gonna go up to the boss and I'm like, hey,
hey,
man.
I need you to record that. Everybody want to say, all right, I think if Kev get on this forklift, he'll be able to do it in 2.2 seconds. Did he ever run a forklift? Yeah. All right. Has he ever done it before? No, not that I know of. This is exactly what you guys are asking for. You're asking for a guy who's never been that guy to be our guy.
I mean, the crazy part about it is the only person that came resembling to doing some shit like that was me. And that because the job I had previously, which was towing, I got paid commissions. So of course I know how to make extra money without causing no issues. So yeah, I got away with a lot of shit with previous jobs because I could do that. But that don't work on every damn job.
Heineke wasn't a starter in Washington. He was a backup that replaced Alex Smith, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzpatrick. That's for you, LT. Carson Wentz.
Fitz tragic.
Fitzpatrick, Fitz tragic, Fitz. Like which one you want? Fitzpatrick. Like, be for real, bro. Like, let's be real, people. Like, you talking about clamoring for Heineke, bro. The man couldn't even beat out Sam Howell to keep a job in Washington. Sam Howell. And what is Howell really doing right now?
He's throwing a bunch of balls. He's throwing a lot of balls. That's what he's doing. They're making a lot of mistakes.
As a matter of fact, let me add more fuel to that fire. Because the offensive coordinator that most Falcons fans wanted is his coordinator. Why he not looking better? I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, y'all, you can say anything is better. But again, we're talking about a QB that hasn't even had a full NFL season under his belt. The boy even played 17 games in his career. But then say if we go and draft a quarterback that quote unquote y'all like. Now if he go out there and say don't make those same mistakes, first thing you'll say is we got to give him time. No, we don't. Because you didn't want to get a previous person time.
Well, see, I'm so fucking sorry. I so apologize.
Oh Lord. See, I can't see a damn thing. What the hell just happened?
You talking about he would have played all game? He played an entire half. He made mistakes. He got sacked. They dropped the ball in key situations with Taylor Heineke, but we're not highlighting that. We're not highlighting that.
Again, everything we brought up, you just gonna skip past that. So we gonna skip past our special teams fielding us in horrific situations. Like literally, our punt returner filled up the ball at the 1 yard line and then started doing the Cupid shuffle.
To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
We were down 11 points. Okay, we were down 11 freaking points in that game, and it was actually closer than that. But this special team blunders and Richie Grant. Well, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But
like, be for real, bro. Like, be for real, bro. Like saying he would have played the whole game. Like, do y'all not like the crazy part about it? This how I know y'all don't watch no football for real. Because I've seen Taylor Heineke play. The man be throwing crazy picks himself. So if he go, say if he go in the game starting Sunday, and the first 2 drives he throw an interception, then what y'all gonna say? Throwing Logan Woodside? I will hang myself.
Nah. If Taylor Heineke would threw interception, they'd have blamed Desmond Ritter for that too.
But the Falcons are making the same mistakes when Taylor Heineke was in. But the difference is, and again, this is what we talk about. You totally disregard this. The Falcons did not run the ball well at all in the first half, but we ran the ball for nearly 120 yards.
We had 30-some yards on the ground in the first half. The leader in rushing was Ritter.
26 rushing, 30 yards in the first half running the ball. And like you said, Ritter had 26 of them.
Mm-hmm.
We ended the game with 140 yards. Like, where the hell the other 111 yards come from?
See, a lot of these people don't even believe what they saying. And they had a nerd to sit up here and type this shit. You wouldn't piss on Taylor Heineke if he was fucking on fire, but you trying to convince me that he need to be our starting quarterback? Like, stop it, people. See, this is where just the outright lies are coming. Nobody said that Desmond is the answer to this Falcons team. Nobody on this platform said he's the answer. He's going to be the next. He's going to be the next franchise quarterback. We don't know that.
All I said was I don't need him to be a superstar. I just need him to do his damn job.
Do his damn job.
Just do his damn job.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't asked the man to go out there to be Joe Montana.
What'd you say? Not Joe Montana.
I ain't asked him to go out there to be Joe Montana. Shit.
Yeah, Heineke has been benched because of his bad play too, a couple of times. Last year and the year before that too.
Like, they literally gave the man, they tried to give him the starting job in 2021 and he got benched for it.
Yeah, he got benched for it. So these are not things that we don't know. These things are documented. It's documented video, documented evidence, is printed, documented evidence, all this shit. Every piece of evidence you can come up with is there for you guys. But you trying to sit here with a straight face and sell me on Taylor Heineke, who's been in the league about 7-8 years now? That he is the 9 years, 9-year veteran. Got a lot of struggles under his belt. That he needs to lead this Falcons to the playoffs. Come on, people.
Hey, I'll say it like this. I'll say, let Tyler get the
but
start.
Let him
let him get the start.
And again, this is not saying that he is the answer, but the thing is, it does nothing for this team to have Taylor Heineke starting. Because what?
I'm gonna say this real quick. The team, you clearly seen it. The team is invested in Desmond. They believe in Desmond. Like, they've been saying it all season, including the defense. They believe in Desmond. Like, like I said, most of them knew what was gonna happen. They know it's gonna be growing pains. It's part of it. Like, when people say, well, when Mahomes got the starting job, he looked way better than this. Well, let's be real here. When Mahomes got the starting job, he was coming in playing with wily veterans. Do y'all not realize, like, people that
team was one game away from the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm. How many?
They drafted him and they drafted Mahomes at 17.
Andrew,
they literally was the number 2 seed in the playoffs that season.
I'm really surprised that Andrew would even ask this stupid ass shit. Like, you forgot to take your medicine or something, because you know the answer to this. How many times do we got to go through a list of quarterbacks that did not play for 3 years? Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers right off the bat. Joe Montana right off the bat. Tom Brady, these guys did not play. But you sitting up here trying to sell me on the fact that 14 games, if you want to say that, I don't know how you come up with that, but sitting on the sideline looking at a motherfucker throw the ball is good enough for him to become a great coach. Like, what the fuck are y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all saying shit like this?
Hold on, I got a question. I got a real logical question I have to ask everybody. I would say, and I want y'all to ask me a yes or a no in the chat. Should the Atlanta Falcons just go ahead and just straight up cut Desmond Ridder right now?
But it about to be 87 goddamn yeses.
Should they just cut ties right now? Cut next day. Okay, the Falcons have released Desmond Ridder. Should they go ahead and do that?
Real being good. Oh my gosh. Boy, y'all hilarious.
Come on. I'm waiting on some yeses. Like I said, should they just go ahead and just cut Dez, save the trouble, and you just go in with 2 quarterbacks this year, and Tyler Heineke and Logan Woodside?
Oh man. Oh boy. Damn boy, they forgot how to type. That motherfucker Andrew ain't typing no more, is he?
Hold on.
God damn, Andrew. What the fuck going on with you, bro?
Come on. I see a whole lot of no. I'm actually surprised I see a whole bunch of no's.
No.
Hold on, bro. No. You seen a bunch of no's. No. See, y'all do that.
This is why I make. Go ahead.
Hold on now. Y'all got a bunch of no's going on. Y'all boys ain't out here standing on business. I don't feel like y'all standing on business right now. Stand on business.
That man said, "Oh my god." Yeah, Andrew, he know how to type 13 games, but he couldn't write 2 letters in that damn phone.
No, like I said, since he's been that horrible, and you know how they always say about horrible. Like you said, should they just go ahead, just cut bait right now? But that's what I'm talking about. Like I said,
y'all did all that damn. It's 90 people in here. Y'all did all that complaining just to say no. We shouldn't. Oh fuck, wrong with y'all, motherfuckers. What a god.
You see,
what a god.
Dude said, "Don't answer that question." No, I want y'all to stand on business.
No, that was you. That was you said.
Jew gaslighting everybody, right?
He gaslighting everybody. They did all that complaining about this, but just to turn around and not type and say no. What? Oh my god!
But you see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's the very same people that said that he's been so trash and so bad. See, when you put a extreme scenario like that, see, now all of a sudden it's like, no, I don't want to go down that extreme.
Well, financially, he's not making bad. He's barely making $2 million a year, so it wouldn't be cutting him would do nothing.
Cutting him would be nothing, and like I said, that would add extra money so you can get the quarterback you want next year.
I think he's making somewhere like 3 to 5, somewhere in there, but he's barely making money.
I mean, the thing.
Andrew, oh my God, he said, "Don't." What the? Oh, Jesus Christ, boy. I swear to God. That's why he didn't want to answer. That's why it took him 10 minutes to damn type that. See, he know he full of shit. See, this is what we talk about. Y'all don't even believe the shit y'all be saying, but you want to convince us that we full of shit. Like, what the hell?
Hey, Mike, what we say? Well, my headache just went away after.
It just went away.
After that,
y'all don't even believe the shit y'all be saying, but y'all trying to tell us that we full of crap. Like, oh my God, boy!
But Mike, LT, do you see what just literally just happened in the last couple minutes?
They want to stand on business.
these were the same people that were saying that this guy was so bad. But if somebody is so bad, you cut ties with him because you don't want to be dealing with that if he's that bad. But nobody wants to go to that extreme. So thank you, people. You did exactly what I wanted y'all to do. And on that note, we need to go ahead and end the show. So, LT, you got some final words for us? Besides them not standing on business?
Nah, we gonna keep it at that. They just ain't standing on business.
Looking at all that, you just like a goddamn whining ass.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that y'all ain't standing on business. Y'all did all that talking, you ain't staying on business. Y'all can't be in the streets.
I know not to take y'all into a goddamn fight. Y'all motherfuckers are run like hell.
See, but like I said, the thing about it is we can complain about. I say we can be frustrated about the guy, but when it comes down to an extreme decision, nobody wants to go to that extreme. Because that also goes in the same case about putting the same type of expectations on the next quarterback.
Why would you want a guy who's not a starter on your team? The object is to win. You just want Desmond to just be on the bench, just to be on the bench. But he ain't good enough to be playing. He's not good enough, and he's a turnover machine. But you just want him to be on the roster.
That don't make no sense. That really doesn't make any sense at all.
The fuck is wrong? See, what is wrong with y'all? Crack baby is on. What the fuck?
Y'all did exactly what I thought y'all was gonna do. Like you said,
not standing on business.
I understand all that. Oh, he's trash. He need to sit his ass down. We need to draft somebody else just to say, nah, we're gonna keep on. Why would you want a guy you say is ass on your team?
Exactly. Why would you keep a guy that y'all said is trash?
Make it make sense, you. Look, y'all did it to y'allself. You need to rewind the last 15 minutes of the damn show and look at the shit you just did. You did it to yourself.
This shit is on this. Hey, we got archives for this right here. So we know.
This is what this is getting made. So it'll be nothing. So the Falcons don't look. It's almost like cutting a Michael Walker at this point with him.
Mm-hmm. You get nothing,
and you get for the remainder of it. So you can kind of spread that number out. So let's say if you got 3 years, 2 years left, you got 2 years left on that contract. You can split that in half. So that's $600,000 off the cap each year for the remainder of that contract.
I mean, like I said, you can cut him and he could be somebody else's problem. So y'all won't have to deal with it no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You won't have to worry about him. You never said, man, Andrew, look, y'all some unstable creatures. That's all I got to say about that. This shit don't make no fucking sense.
Hey, Andrew changed the energy up real quick.
He changed it real quick. It don't make no sense what y'all did all that crying just to say we're gonna keep him on the team. What the fuck, bro?
Third cutter. Andrew told us at the beginning of the show that we was deep throating Desmond Ritter to I don't want him cut. Make it make sense.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. So you came out and said they deep throating for Desmond Ritter to then
turn around and put the tip in your mouth. That's what he did. He just turned around and put the tip in his mouth.
Boy.
But like I said, that's exactly what I'm talking about. See, they keep talking about he's a backup or something.
Let me taste it a little bit. I don't want the whole thing. Just give me a little.
Look. But here's the thing: they keep talking about backup and such and such. Just cut bait with him. Let him be somebody else's backup. Or is it that y'all not telling the whole story on why?
Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, come on. Stop. Y'all said he's not fit to be a quarterback, but somehow he fit to be a backup quarterback. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are we talking about?
These were the same people that said he was the worst quarterback in the league. Why do you keep the worst quarterback in the league on your team?
Manscaped, and I meant that at every bit of it.
Exactly, Manscaped. Why would you keep? Well, you would consider the worst quarterback in the league on your team.
You want him on your team.
You cut, like I said, you cut him, let him be somebody else's problem. Now you get the opportunity to draft the quarterback you want. But the problem is when it comes to cutting them, nobody wants to do it. You
Nobody want to do it.
you can't make this shit. The jokes write they damn selves.
They damn self, okay?
So
They
until next
damn self.
well, hey,
He
hey,
did.
hey,
He did all that complaining and called Denver really trash, and people need to deep throat, and not only him. So we ain't picking on. I love Andrew. He know I love him to death. But you
hey,
full of crap right now. You full of it right now, bro. Andrew know I love him. So it ain't him. But like y'all got this is what we mean by being honest. You gotta be real about you gotta be real and honest about where this guy is and what he is and where the Falcon. Like I said, with Grady Jarrett, I don't think this Falcons is a Super Bowl contender. I don't think they're contender to even get to the NFC Championship. They're good enough to get to the playoffs, but you're not like I said, anything can happen. But Grady Jarrett is a huge loss for this team in its entirety.
Look, I'm taking a book out of Sam. I'm taking a page out of Sam.
They want this man to be on the team, but he's so ass. We
He
ain't.
so he they
Oh, the kid go out. Yeah, he may went out. There
hold
you
on.
go. There you go. There you go.
Then he come back and said, "I only said that because y'all been making mean excuses, boy. Again, my boy, you
That
ain't
man,
standing.
you just said you made
You
excuses to get rid of him.
you
Oh,
literally
boy.
told grown ass men that they were deep throating for a quarterback on a live and you fucked
Don't
around
make
at
a
the end of the show.
screenshot. Don't make a
Don't
screenshot.
make a screenshot it. Cause I can go back and screenshot and put it right here. And then turn around when you had the opportunity to say that, okay, we can get rid of them, you bitched out. I'm gonna just say it like that. You bitched out. A lot of y'all bitched out. But when I asked that question, a lot of y'all bitched out. Because the energy that y'all was giving, let's cut him energy. But when I asked y'all the question about cut him, nobody wanted to answer that question.
Mm.
But
That's
like
the
I
truth.
said, the truth of the matter is they don't want him to play, but they don't want him to play for nobody else. I wonder why. So until next time, people, LT, what do you say they ain't standing on?
They ain't standing on motherfucking business."
We ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home,
Come on, LT.
but you
Y'all ain't
got
standing on business, but y'all got to get the hell out of here. And when I get
to.
back, y'all better be standing on business.
Come on, man. Look, it's all good, Andrew. Y'all know how we do it. We very
Hey,
hardcore over here. We some
look,
shit
hey,
talkers,
hey, look,
and
y'all
that's the way it
like I said, y'all can't keep saying he's the worst quarterback in the league, and then y'all saying that we don't want to get rid of him. That's an
that
oxymoron.
don't make no sense, bro.
That's an
That makes sense.
oxymoron right there, bro. So,
Yeah.
deuces.
I don't want her, but I don't want her with nobody.